This video is sponsored by Uppercut Deluxe.
You've got kind of a really unusual kind of setup here.
Yeah, my truck's parked in the barbershop.
What year is it?
It's a 1960 F100. I've had it for about 10 years.
It wasn't your dad's?
It wasn't my dad's, no, but my dad went with me when I bought it. We bought it out in like the high desert.
When people come in, it's like, I mean, it's the truck. You get this incredible view here of, your entire shop.
The whole shop and all the stuff on the walls.
What is their reaction, and what are you hoping they get or feel from being in here? Because it's a very unique kind of workspace.
You know, like the shop is a real true reflection of me first, I think. But then Justin that works here and Richie works on the other side of the wall, like they both resonate with the shop too, you know, skateboarding, surfing, car culture, you know, whatever, drinking, you know, there's liquor stuff, you know, just kind of everything that goes with those cultures. But anybody can enjoy any of those things. So you have dudes that work in finance, you know, here in the area, there's big finance, and you can come in a suit and a tie and feel super comfortable. Hot during the summer, it's warm in here, but you know, you might have skateboarded as a little kid, or you might still surf, or you might have an old car you take out on the weekends. And so it bridges all of those gaps of individuals, like, you know, lives. Everybody has a story, and this is my story, and I like to have people in the shop that kind of, you know, meld with that well.
Do you get people coming in and kind of, you know, thinking that they're going to get the car, you know, get an oil change or something at the same time?
We've definitely had people open the back door and then look in and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Are you here for a haircut?" Or like, yeah, but this is like an automotive shop. I'm like, no, it's just the truck's parked in here, you know. Adds to the ambiance, takes up space.
And the walls are covered with stuff. I see you have a whole bunch of surfboards over there.
Yeah, I've been surfing since I was a little kid. And living in the area, you know, Orange County, there's tons of surfing in the area. So we have a lot of customers that are surfing. Costa Mesa is like the hub of a lot of action sports brands and like surf skate, and still is. And so it's just a big part of my life and lifestyle is going to the beach and enjoying the ocean. And
how did you come up with the name for the shop?
So Eagle is for America. I had a buddy when we first, his name's Sean. We were gonna do like everything's for sale type concept, where all the furniture and everything was basically for sale, and you could buy it if you wanted, and that was gonna be his thing, and I was gonna cut hair, and it was gonna like fill this warehouse out and give it some texture and some depth, and I would cut hair, and that, you know, was a customer base. But Sean ended up having kids, and it just never like came to fruition, and so the Eagle side just kind of stayed, and then the pig side is from surfboards originally, like surfing, a lot of like surf, you know, that style surfboard. You know, dudes are pigs, which is always just kind of the joke, you know, you're getting cleaned up, you know, lipstick on a pig, that whole kind of joking part of it. Whether or not you like Ronald Reagan, he had a quote, "I like it when they call me a pig, it stands for pride, integrity, and guts." And a lot of me like doing this barbershop at the time in my life and when I did it, like hinged on that. Like I had to have a lot more pride in myself, you know, to do it in the first place, because, you know, when your family and your friends, their expectation is that you're going to be one thing, and they set their kind of life standard for you in a certain direction, and then you totally, I mean, going from lawyer to barber is a pretty dynamic shift.
Why did you decide to become a barber?
The dude that I had got my hair cut by, he had been in like film and stage setup, got hurt and needed a job, and he became a barber because of that. But he was a really good conversationalist. He could talk to anybody, he had great stories, he'd been all sorts of different places. And so when I got really frustrated with the like law school thing and wanting to pursue that career, he was like, "You should just go to barber school. Like, I can do it, you can do it, and you'll be better at it than me, whether or not that, you know, you want it forever, you'll at least have a skill you can take somewhere with you, and you can figure your life out." And there was some old, like, salty attorney in the barbershop at the time. And he was like, "Yeah, you don't want to be me, man. Like, I'm fat and I'm old and I have like health problems and I don't enjoy my life at all." And so I signed up for barber school like a couple weeks later.
Why did you decide to do a barbershop here?
I was poor. I didn't have any money. And I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. And this really has just always been that. Like, I always have gotten to do what I want to do. It's freedom is really like why I ended up here. It's a free being on this side of town. There's a lot of that creativity on this side of town. For as long as we can hold on, this will still kind of be weird, cool, different, you know, on its little island over here.
So this has to be probably one of the most interesting repurposes of a library bookcase I've seen.
Yeah, I like it because they close, though they very rarely are ever closed.
And it is chock-a-block full of uppercut.
Full of uppercut.
Does uppercut, do you think it would do something to my hair here?
Yeah,
I mean this is my just got out of bed look.
I like it. It's wonderful. But it could use a dollop. Traditional pomades have the great form and function of being easy to use for basically everyone, from little kids to old men with, like, you know, the few duck feathers they might have left. It just gives you good hold, right? And the washability is great. You get lots of scents across the whole thing. So just, you know, with product in general, right? Depending on how your hair is, like, I can tell you definitely have problematic cowlicks at times, right? If this gets too short in the back, this starts to stick up probably like a cockatoo. And so, you know, sometimes damp hair, wet, you know, depending on what you're working with and then applying product to it helps you get the best result, right? So like my thing with anybody, like I haven't cut your hair before, but I'm going to try a product on it. I'm going to like comb through and I'm going to look at what I'm working with. I'm going to see what cut you have in it and then go from there. And I'm going to give you like a real clean look. So you have some cool cowlicks, right? And your hair likes to essentially part like that, but your actual part is under here somewhere else, you know, where your part line is at. Unless, like, you know, you don't want that. If you don't want to have... Do you comb your hair like that ever?
The question is, do I comb my hair?
Ah! There's too much, there's no time for such things.
I tend to like pull it back and let it go.
Okay, cool.
How it wants to go.
Totally. For somebody like you, you might use this product as you know, the weekend when you're going out or you're going out to dinner and drinks or something, where you want your hair to stay. Where a business guy is going to use this every single day. He might have it in his desk at work as well to give a little tidy up before he goes out, you know, to business meeting or something, right? The same with the kid that's going to school. But this product's pretty cool. It's got this cool, like, shimmery, like, gold to it. It's just different. I've been staring at the same Deluxe pomade for going on 10 years. So I'm going to start with this much in your hair, right?
And that's not a lot, really.
It's not really a lot, no, and it's probably not enough for your hair, but I want to see what it does, you know? We're going to do it with your hair dry. And then what I like to do is you put it in, you see what the hair does, and then you add some moisture in the appropriate places, right? It helps to see what we're working with first and give it a go from there. Do you own a comb?
Yeah, I do, actually.
You're like, I have plenty. I get them everywhere I go.
I don't think I've ever been asked that before.
I have, yeah, Uppercut sells combs. Yeah, I gotta get the, you know, the product upsell in the barbershop. So you have this, you know, you have this multicolored hair. So you got a lot of different textures going on, right? And sometimes products, they don't necessarily like that, right? A portion of your hair, unfortunately, your younger hair, might retain more moisture than your getting older hair, which gets coarser and a little bit harder to work with. And so sometimes products fight against what we want to do with them. But you can tell, and you know, this is all for the science of our day, you know, putting it in dry hair, it kind of fights back a little bit because it is a stronghold product and it will give you some structure. And if you were going to do, you know, rockabilly pompadour, I'd put in 3 times what I just put in your hair, right? Like you can still have some movement to this. And I am gonna add some moisture to your hair to get it to do what I want to do with the product. Because your hair is so dry, it doesn't retain moisture the same way. So this is Uppercut's salt spray. You can do water too.
Is that designed to use with the pomade, or is it?
I like to use it. It's kind of like a topper. Not necessarily though, it can be used on its own. So this same for someone like you, if you just like to have a little texture in your hair, it's great. What I've come to find is that this salt spray helps to comb coarser hair a lot better. It helps get the comb through, you know, easier instead of fighting it. And you can kind of feel that, I think, as I comb your hair right now. I'm not having to like pull on your head. And that's the difference between moisture or no moisture in your hair. So we put some of that on the top. You kind of work it in and then kind of finish off combing your hair into place. So yeah, this is the Deluxe pomade, right? So you can feel the weight. It gives your hair a lot of structure easily without a ton of product. And then putting that salt spray over the top, it gives you a little bit of better combability with the dryness. Now, if you put the Deluxe pomade in your hair damp, it gives it a different feel overall. The combability would be real easy. Your bang would fall away right away though. You'd have that extra weight from the moisture, and it takes a little longer for the product to dry and get into its hold. But for somebody like you who has a lot and coarser hair, that moisture really does help in the end product a lot, because you can always just come back with a little bit more moisture, give it a comb, and you're back to looking, you know, squared away. But yeah, this is, I mean, realistically the way, you know, a medium amount of Deluxe pomade works in someone's hair.
To check out Uppercut Deluxe, visit the link below in the video description and get 20% off your order by using our promo code HaircutHarry.
A new hairstyle in 5 seconds flat there, and thank you very much, Dane.
Hey, thanks for coming in, man. It's great to have you. Good to talk and good to share. You could be here for hours and hours. We could talk about everything. So if you ever want to come back, come on back.
Have fun.
Good
You don't mind if I take your car?
Go for it. It's all yours. Don't bring it back though. I got to claim the insurance on it.